NartOutHere showing NaVi's train A fake B pop execute. At the start, NaVi smoke 5-6, and they throw flashes yard. They have Perfecto rush into T-Con and show presence there by mollying sandwich and smoking out VP's molly, then he heads back halls. Electronic the lurker goes Ivy, and he shows presence by throwing the lurk smoke. While this was happening above pop, flamie is smoking in between back 6 and sign, mollying and nading pop. Afterwards, flamie and boomage will pop out ramp with Perfecto's window flashes, which blind James dropping down from upper to spools. Boomage pushes up and kills him, then he advances and gains map control for NaVi's afterplant. Simple was watching connector holding for rotations as flamie and boomage focus on killing James, then he makes his way into site and plants. Virtus.Pro will save in a 4v5 afterplant, and Electronic, who you saw earlier throw the Ivy nades, he goes T-Con afterwards and starts the hunt. He kills Sanji, then gets traded, and VP saved 3 guns going to the next round. The purpose of NaVi's nades altogether from all these different positions that you saw, Ivy, T-Con, and Pop, is to hold your Kinder the Rotator in place at A, so NaVi can pop out B to face only one player, which in this round is James. Your Kinder was about to rotate to B, however Electronics nades Ivy, and flamie's pop nades alongside the smoke in between back green and sign brings back your Kinder. By the time he rotates back, it was too late for him to help out. Simple is ramp posted with an op holding connector for rotations, which forces your Kinder to smoke it before he can rotate to B, and by that time James is already dead. As for James, Perfecto's flashes were very effective assisting in the kill for boomage. Before we get into the players' POVs, G2 also has an outer fake, so if you want to see the whole strat, I have the video only available in my Discord, link is in the description or comment section. Let's go into the NaVi's players' POVs now. flamie's rolls the entry fragger for this execute. He rushes to above pop and he breaks a window. He smokes in between back 6 and sign, which he aligns himself with this wall that's sticking out, crouches, and aims right here, then left click throw. Afterwards, he moves up to the middle line on the ground. While crouching, aims at the lower left corner of this side of the window, then stands and left click throw. He will follow it up with a nade for any CTs that decide to play in pop as the mauler covers the entrance and back of pop. After throwing his nades, flamie goes ramp and he will entry out with Perfecto's window flashes. flamie was going to go up sidewalk, however he spots James spools and he sprays it as boomage pushes up. He flashes before crossing the site to clear back lanes to allow Simple to get in the site to plant. Then when Simple plants, flamie will reposition behind blue, jiggling towards connector. I'm going to skip the rest of the round here as Virtus.Pro opt to save. Boomage's roll is the second entry. He flashes yard once to self-presence and then he goes inner. He waits below the stairs holding for a push, then he'll peek once flamie is done throwing his pop dog nades. When Boomage turns to ramp, he has a smoke out preemptively in case there's a CT jiggle peeking and mollies ramp. No molly is thrown and Boomage pulls out his gun as he follows flamie down ramp. Boomage makes his way into sight and he kills James Spool, who was spotted by flamie. He smokes between yellow and oil and pushes up to get NaVi's space after plant. Boomage repositions behind yellow and jiggle peeks each side. He is fine being at this position because he has teammates on the back on each side. I would not recommend playing here if he did not, as he is prone to getting shot from the side. Simple NaVi's upper smokes sandwich and flashes yard, then he goes inner to hold the upper peak for any aggressive CT off peaks. When his teammates are going down ramp, Simple starts to give up the upper hold. He's gonna jump down ramp to hold connector with his op. He's a little behind them and you do want your opper closer to be able to trade as well as to be able to watch connector rotations, which Simple does when he drops down, but it takes him 2 to 3 seconds after to drop down when his teammates are already out. Virtus.Pro will smoke connector to get out knowing there's a high chance that there is an opper holding. Simple will flash before crossing the site to plant, and after plant he holds Boomage's right side. I think Perfecto should have bomb here and not Simple. Having Simple holding connector while on ramp or just covering with his op instead of crossing the site to plant is much better for a player of his caliber. Perfecto's gonna head into T-Con where he molly sandwich and smokes out VP's molly. He is showing presence towards T-Con, putting pressure onto VP alongside the early flashes his teammates threw. Perfecto rotates back to halls where he flashes twice through the window, then he will come out upper, however he's not gonna over peek towards connector in case someone from VP is holding upper. Perfecto watches towards the back lanes, almost landing an insane kill into Yakinder crossing, then he will pick up the flank. I think Perfecto can have bomb here, and after throwing the flashes, he comes down ramp and crosses the site to plant, while Simple can pick up flank and stay towards hall and upper after the initial ramp hold. Electronic is a lurker for this execute, and he flashes over yard to sell T-Con presence. Then he makes his way to Ivy. He mollies Ivy in case Virtus.Pro push, then he gets behind the box, and he plays anti-flash in case VP do push through his molly. Electronic doesn't hear anyone, and he gets to the dumpster where he flashes off the left wall to blind any operas holding Ivy to allow him to cross over. He will throw the Ivy lurk smoke that denies CT's vision, and he's gonna wait for the smoke to bloom before crossing back, and as you can see, Buster peeks Ivy before the smoke blooms. Electronic's nades alongside Flamie's pop nades is gonna hold Yukender in place from rotating to B, leaving James solo. I also think a variation you could do is not molly at the beginning and rather smoke left side Ivy and molly straight ahead, and afterwards he goes T-Con and lurks. Had VP went for the retake, then Electronic would flank Connector, however VP saved in this round, and Electronic will spot Sanji and kills him, however gets traded out. To wrap up, NaVi on train shows presence everywhere on the map with Electronic towards Ivy to simulate that NaVi are trying to go A. By throwing all these nades and showing early presence T-Con, they're trying to hold the Rotator from going to B, so they have an easier way and meet less resistance to get into B. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.